Ahoy Sailors, and welcome back to the NXT Back to the Future podcast once again for episode 53, and back to Full Sail University for our main timeline. And once again, I am joined as ever by a man who is hotter than Tyler Breeze. It's Mr. Adam Howells.
Oh God, I'm not that hot, am I?
You are a hot young man.
It's been about 4 weeks since we've watched normal NXT.
I know, it's been a nice break actually. We should sort of have a little couple of weeks off here and there. It's made me a lot more. Maybe these were just two really good episodes in general, and I think I was quite enjoyed them. But I'd sort of missed the Mojo Rawleys of the world.
I watched these back to back.
Did you?
Yes, I did actually. Back to back, both episodes straight through.
The next two episodes you'll be more likely to watch back to back as well. But more about that at the end of the episode.
Oh God, I hope so. But yeah, I feel like we have a lot to cover before we even start talking NXT.
Yeah, we do have a lot to cover.
Timeline. Do you want to go first? Because I feel like you've got the major talking points of the week.
Yes, well, the first big talking point is William Regal has been released from the company, which I think we're both just quite sad about, really, especially...
Fucking dickheads, aren't they?
As
I'm just going to put it out there. Fucking knobheads.
Yeah.
Why have they done that?
Yeah, and as I suppose as resident NXT superfans, I suppose we class ourselves at this point, because we have to watch every episode twice. It's at this point it's very sad, because at this point he's on commentary. Obviously he goes on to be general manager, and that's right up until literally 2 days ago he was in this company, from his infancy, from the first episode to, it's probably 9 years he spent in the company.
Yeah.
In NXT. It's quite sad, really.
It's just a bit ridiculous in the fact that we seem to have these releases every so often, and it's part and parcel of WWE at the moment, and we talk about the releases as they come out, and there's always like a reason to get rid of people. Even though you're sort of a bit upset with some people, you can always see like a justified reason of getting rid of someone.
Yeah.
There's fucking no reason for this at all. There is no legitimate good reason to get rid of someone like William Regal.
I just think he'll be back as soon as Triple H takes over, which is inevitably going to happen.
Yeah, more than likely
he'll hire them all back.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it was just Vince sort of laying down the power.
Yeah, right, someone laying down the power. But yeah, it's a bit silly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But we're both sad about that. What else do we need to talk about, Adam?
I don't know.
That was about it as far as I was concerned, and you were like, there's lots of things to talk about. No, there's not.
I just feel like there has been, just because it's been like
so long.
4 weeks of not doing podcasting, not doing any of this, trying to get back to a normal routine.
Yeah, nothing else we've really got to talk about.
We're still recording in Dave's back bedroom.
Yeah,
Dave still hasn't moved.
Yeah, once I'm in at the bungalow, it'll be fine.
Dave and Adam in the bungalow.
Dave and Adam in the bungalow. We'll have to change our name.
We'll have to change the name of the podcast.
Yeah, but it'll work out while it's in the bungalow, I think. But we're just gonna have to.
Yeah, Dave's now not getting a flat anymore. That's changed. See, that's something that's different.
Yeah,
in the last 4 weeks,
getting a bungalow instead. It's gonna be one of those things, isn't it? I think we're just gonna have to soldier on.
Ride the crest. I want to apologise again about last week. It was just, I did not realise until literally an hour and 45, an hour and 50 in, and it's in the podcast, me saying, oh shit, I've got it on the wrong setting, I don't know how this is going to sound. And literally, I sat to start doing the edit, and my heart sank a little bit. I was like, oh, we've had such a good podcast here, I feel. Such a good one, and I was gutted. Honestly gutted. We have tested it, and we've changed it for this week, and hopefully we remember going forward. It's because we tried to use StreamYard.
Yes, it is.
And we were...
Well, it's because you tried to use StreamYard.
Well, no, I thought it was going to be great going forward if you were moving a little bit further away, saving us time. Didn't realise, actually, the stuff we wanted was going to cost us like 20 quid a month. And for a podcast that brings in precisely £0 and 0 pence currently, is not a cost we can justify.
Not a cost,
I'll just walk round to your house, mate. It'll be fine.
Not a cost we want for each of us on top of life.
Exactly.
But
shall we crack on with 2014? The 5th of June we are up to now.
The 5th of June, episode 101, emanating once again from Full Sail University.
We are live inside the NXT arena. Welcome to NXT Takeover. And Sami Zayn will face off against this man. Tyler Breeze calls himself Prince Pretty. We talk about how Sami Zayn's become obsessed with the NXT Championship. Well, it's completely different for Tyler Breeze. This is a man who's obsessed with the spotlight. Sami in the driver's seat. Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened?
Last thing I saw was the beauty shot to Sami Zayn's little face. 1, 2, 3. Where's the controversy?
Tyler Breeze is now your #1 contender for the NXT Championship. Two of the greatest names in the history of our industry now being represented by two of the premier divas here on NXT, competing for the NXT Women's Championship.
Charlotte and I were fighting for more than just a championship. We were fighting for two legacies, and we had the fight of our lives.
Charlotte's the NXT Women's Champion!
I just gave it all I had, and this means so much to me. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
You don't win at NXT Takeover. The rest of your career, you're going to be known not as Tyson Kidd, but simply as Natalia's husband.
Adrian Neville doing anything to retain the NXT Championship. Tyson Kidd, a desperate man tonight at TakeOver.
Wins and losses mean something.
The cover, Adrian Neville retains the NXT title.
And I can see that you're upset because you lost. How upset are you?
Remember me? I'm the #1 contender for your NXT Championship.
And we are welcomed to the show after what feels like forever. Are you ready to get back into the swing of this, Adam?
Let's get to it. I've got a lot to say.
Let's get to it. Okay. We are informed by Mrs. Rhodes that Tyler Breeze has just entered the building, and he is the new #1 contender.
I was going to say, is the #1 contender has entered the building.
Yes, here he is. And speaking of here he is, we're off to a very hyped start this week as Mojo Rawley's out first. Mojo cuts a promo backstage whilst he's coming out into the arena in like a little double screen feature. He says he's just like America. He picks himself up and he's ready. And I don't know about you, Adam, but I am certainly ready for a Taliban gimmick.
What a go full Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, mate, seriously, get like a Taliban gimmick.
I just think, like, what is the point?
Did you ever hear about when they had that guy, Mohammed Hassan? Do you remember Mohammed Hassan?
No.
Mohammed Hassan was an Arabic man, an Arabic wrestler, and he was managed by Davari, and he was evil because he was Arabic, of course, and there was like plans for all sorts for him. He's now a head teacher at a secondary school.
Is he?
Yeah, really randomly, yeah. He doesn't wrestle anymore, but he's Mohammed Hassan was his name. There was plans for him to defeat Batista for the world title on Raw when they were in Washington DC.
Fuck my life.
There were plans for him to feud with The Undertaker, and this you're not going to believe this is real. There was an angle shot at WWE in London.
Don't.
Where he basically,
Don't.
The Undertaker was in the ring and loads of people dressed in black with like black masks came out and like attacked The Undertaker, and he commanded them to like take them all, and they put like what they called Iraqi handcuffs, what are they called?
Zip ties.
Zip ties. They put zip ties on his hands and fucking legs, and they carried him away. And they were all like, "Whoa!" And he had like a flag with Arabic writing on it. He was waving this flag. And then a couple of days later, 7-7 happened, and they went, "Nope, shit canned it," and released him. It was like the most unfortunate timing for anyone ever. And they went, "Nope, just fucking get out of here. Leave.
We're not going to have any part of this anymore.
They
we never did anything sketchy.
Oh, mate.
You can't prove anything."
But this is the time when they used to film on a Tuesday, and then on a Friday, they would release the show. So actually, I believe it happened and it never made it to air because 7-7 was on a Thursday.
Oh, fuck me.
So it was all you could see was just like mobile phone footage of these people. Oh, it was fucking absolutely crazy. And that was quite controversial. But Yeah, I think we're ready for a Taliban gimmick on this show.
Someone's got to get Mojo over.
Exactly. Oh, imagine Mojo cutting the John Cena promo saying that they have caught Bin Laden. That would have been amazing. How times could have been so different.
Oh god, he would have been the most over person in the company.
What did Cena say in that promo where they caught Bin Laden? It was after the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Oh, it was Extreme Rules. It wasn't Hell in a Cell. It was Extreme Rules. That was it. It's the most ridiculous quote of all time. I walk out here every night with hustle, loyalty, and respect on my sleeve. That is a credo I've adopted from the men and women who defend the freedom of this country. And the president has just announced that we have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
The most I imagine USA chants were fucking ringing.
And then everyone went fucking mental. I just love that phrasing. We have caught and compromised to a permanent end.
I remember the word compromise. I didn't want to say, but I did remember that word.
I couldn't remember what it was.
What context it was used.
Something bloody stupid.
Anyway, I think Mojo's been fucking compromised on this. His run he's had.
Big time.
Do you know what annoys me? If we think back to Takeover, they built him up, and just gave him squash after squash after squash.
Yeah.
And he got fucking annihilated by Rusev, and we're now just expected to forget about it, and he's now going to murder Aiden English in a match. And it's like, forget about what happened last week on a major pay-per-view. He's still a great wrestler. No, it's not how it works.
Aiden English is out next, and he says Mojo has failed the United States, but he is here today to show everyone the greatest man in NXT. Commentary asks how Mojo has failed the USA, and Regal responds immediately, he's had the granny beaten out of him by a gigantic Russian.
But he was only joshing, it's okay. Regal's great in these 2 episodes. It's such a shame they released him.
Oh no, he is good. He's good in this episode. It's not like a short match. It's a relatively short match. It's like a raw match. It's probably a good 4 minutes or so. Hyperdrive and it's over, but it's by far the best match Mojo's been involved in. I certainly didn't hate it by any stretch, and his presentation's much better as well. The music and the gear and the Titantron, it's all a lot better than it was previously.
Yeah, there's still bits they can work on at this point, but the presentation is starting to improve quite rapidly.
I don't know if you know, but the WWE's partnership with Full Sail University, do you know what Full Sail University sort of is?
I'm going to guess a university, Dave, but I imagine it's probably not. It's going to be.
It's a specialised university. So basically, what it does is people who work or people who study there. The deal was that if you studied at Full Sail University, then you would come in and you would work with the WWE. So if you did like filming or graphic design or stuff like that, they would basically give you like an internship with the WWE. So you would turn up to NXT and you would, if you were doing, filming, you would film the episodes. If you were doing like graphics, you would work on the graphics. If you were doing like editing, you would edit the show alongside the WWE editors. And basically the idea is as people came through and worked on these shows and got used to the WWE way of working, after they graduated, WWE would pick them up and give them jobs. So
that's actually a good initiative, really.
Yeah, so that is exactly the reason why they partnered with Full Sail University, because they could produce people with all these skills that specifically worked in the WWE way, that learned to train in the WWE way.
Essentially like an apprenticeship.
Basically, yeah. And that is exactly the reason why this partnership happened and why we sort of steadily start to improve, because actually these people now have been in, working for WWE for about a year and a half, and all of a sudden the presentation changes and sort of these people that have come through training, just start to get better, and the program starts to get better because of that. So the editing, the transitions, the graphics, all of that stuff is done by WWE alongside Full Sail students.
A bit like our podcast, really. We've had a year of experience now doing this, and editing. Exactly. We still fuck up occasionally.
Yeah.
i.e. microphone, but getting better and better. There's Regal is stealing the show early on in this. He's not happy with how Tom says the number one contender. It needs more gusto, and I'm not talking a food delivery service.
Oh yes, the meal box. God, that's what I was thinking, Adol. You spent too much time with me.
Yeah. I've just lost a bet with myself, by the way. I also wrote on the end of my notes, cue an impression by Dave doing a Michael Buffer.
So no, don't need that. Don't need that today.
Not this episode.
Don't need that today. They show a flashback to Takeover, and Paul Heyman is interviewing Tyson Kidd. He says that wins and losses matter, and they do. Kidd walks off frustrated to crybaby chants. He brushes past Natalya, who tries to stop him, but she doesn't really get too far. Backstage, Natalya says that she will always have his back and that he was amazing. We see then a WWE promotion for the Special Olympics partnership, and they are in attendance this evening. Bayley's out for action next, and she has the Bayley Buddies. She gives girls some headbands, and she's truly evolving into a true little superstar here. She's very, very over with your special guests, so your Special Olympians, your children, your adult women. She's definitely carving a big niche for herself that no one else on this show actually, I suppose, has carved at this point. There's no one really who's a massive, especially not on the women's side anyway. You would probably say Zayn on the men's side is quite over with
but
everybody.
Even then, it's not the same sort of over.
Yeah, of course.
It's more like, he has the heart and he will try as hard as he can to.
He appeals to wrestling fans. She appeals to kids, which is a big market for WWE going forward.
I'll definitely. There's a where she gives the her headband to it's like a Down syndrome couple.
Yeah, the Special Olympians. Yeah,
and he gives. Honestly, that was like.
It's heartwarming.
That is really heartwarming. Lovely moment.
Really, really nice. Speaking of superstars, here's Charlotte Flair. Charlotte's with Sasha, but the match is secondary to what seems to be an angle between the BFFs. Summer returns with her music mid-match and ends up nearly costing Charlotte, but she hits Bow Down to the Queen and does score a 3 count. Both Sasha and Charlotte are confused to see Summer, who decides, whatever, I'm just going to beat up Bayley, and they join in, but Paige and Emma save her and raise her hand. And Adam, what I will say is if we do not get a BFFs angle at the fucking Royal Rumble, because Summer Rae's been announced to the Rumble.
Is she at the Rumble?
This is the reunion we need.
Mate, Sasha's not going to be at the Rumble.
She'll be in the Rumble. 100%.
100%.
I would be stunned if she wasn't in the Rumble. She can come in 30 and win it straight away. The plan, I think, is for her to win it. And if they withhold her from winning it, I think that's stupid. I think she'll be in it. If she is really injured, which I don't think she is injured for 8 weeks.
Yeah, but what's the angle going to be? Because then you've got, Bex. Is Bex going to lose the title? Or Charlotte at some point? And then we're going to have... This is fantasy booking we're going back to, but I want to see
she's gonna,
the 4 horsewomen in a WrestleMania 4-way match, because I don't think they've had one, have they?
They've had a 3-way dance,
but they've not had a 4-way with all 4 of them.
No, the person who was Sasha, it wasn't Sasha. It was Bayley wasn't in it.
Bayley wasn't in it.
Yes, they had a triple threat match without Bayley.
Yeah, they need to have that 4-way match and save that for Mania.
Yeah, they do. I think they also had a 6-way match, but it also had Nia Jax and Alexa in.
That was 35,
maybe 34.
33, because I think it was the Orlando one, wasn't it?
So maybe 32, and they have the triple threat. Yeah,
possibly. Yeah,
but yeah, it's definitely one of those things. I feel like she's gonna need a big moment at the Rumble, and I'd love like a BFFs thing at the Rumble. It'd be awesome.
They need it. It'll be brilliant.
It would be really good.
Boom, boom. Let me hear you say JJ.
JJ. Oh, check it. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say Tyler Ulysses Frederick Dillinger the 3rd.
What? What is that?
That's my name. My mom gave it to me.
That's not the names that we talked about, man.
Okay. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say Ty Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger.
Yeah. What do you think? Good.
Yeah, it works, man. It works.
Sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was weird. However, it was nice to see different faces getting some promo time. Ty was rather funny and aloof. Both have really good look. Both are really good workers. Great pedigree. And it'd be a shame for these two to not have some form of success going forward.
Yeah, I feel like these two have got like a nice little... You already know... from seeing little snippets beforehand, they've got like a nice friendship there, and they're a proper team.
Yeah.
So to actually see another tag team being pushed is quite nice. We need a bit of, variety.
In the division, yeah, absolutely. There doesn't seem to be many people here that do things different to the Ascension, and actually I think there's a few tag teams that we see over the course of this episode and the next episode that could actually build quite well.
Yeah, I think it's needed, and they need to do something. Just want to see different matches, really, don't we?
Yeah, of course. Speaking of the Ascension, they do show a promo package, and in that promo package they're continually asking for a different challenge. The Takeover match is highlighted as we see Total Maximum Carnage unleash as they unload on the Lucha tag team of El Local and Kalisto.
Yeah, El Local got smashed like avocado on toast in that
absolutely
total
did.
elimination.
He absolutely did. Next, Ty and JJ are in action against the team, but I can only remember one has the amazing name of Philip Guljar.
Yeah.
Because Regal keeps fucking going on about it.
Guljar. He says it about 4 or 5 times.
He's like Vincent Price from The Simpsons. Guljar!
Fucking hell.
The crowd are silent for JJ and Ty, but they actually do get into them quite quickly. It seems like Ty Dillinger's quite over with the crowd. He knows how to get them involved more so than Jordan.
Yeah, Byron says, looking at these guys, it makes me want to buy an ab roller. And then Regal quickly replies with, I want to say something funny like, you can borrow mine, but no one would believe me.
They do some quick tags, but they also get a fair amount of time in ring each to show their skills. But Cumberland, I've picked his name up, and Guljar are in this for a fair amount of time. It's certainly not a squash match here. That's one thing I did want to say to you. How did you feel about these two guys that have never been on the show? They're clearly jobbers, lasting so long.
I feel like the match was too long, and I don't know whether it's because I've seen that many Ascension matches. I'm just used to a tag team match now being,
sure.
bish bash bosh, fucking done, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just went on a little bit too long for me.
Yeah.
This match.
Apparently,
Jason Jordan was 35-0 in his senior year in Indiana. Now, I'm trying to think, is that actually a legitimate stat or not?
That probably will be a legitimate stat. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
I felt like not a massive amount happened, though, in the match.
No, there's a couple of chops, which are quite hard. But yeah, it seems to be just going back and forth and trying to, prolong this match in order to just give them some ring time.
There was a bit of a scary moment for me. Jason Jordan did manage to drop Guljar on his fucking head.
Yes, it's a horrific spill by Guljar, who I think it was supposed to be a back body drop from Jordan, but he gets no flip forward and just takes a face first spill at quite a high angle.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
In the replay, it seems like it was more supposed to be a flapjack and it sort of goes wrong. But still, angle slam for the win by Jordan after his father, Kurt.
Oh, of course, his legitimate dad. We'll probably get onto that at some point.
CJ Parker patrols ringside with a double-sided sign. One side says, "May the forest be with you," and the other side says, "I get more than 40 miles per gallon." Superb.
Fantastic.
Backstage, Summer's catching up with Sasha and Charlotte. Charlotte's a bit irked by her return, saying that she interrupted a match that she had won. Summer says that she doesn't understand. They must have seen her on TV as she's been on Raw, SmackDown and Total Divas. She's in Hollywood now too. She's about to be in the Marine 4 add-on.
What's the Marine 4?
What's the Marine 4?
Don't tell me it's the follow-up to the Marine 1, 2 and 3.
What's the Marine? The Marine is WWE's premier movie franchise, starring John Cena in the first 3, 4 maybe, and then The Miz in the rest.
What's the story?
They're all the same film. It's just an action film.
Have you actually watched one?
I have never watched one. Would you like to see us watch one together?
Right, if you're going to make me watch Total Divas, we're going to fucking watch all the Marine films.
You don't want to watch, trust me, you might not say that after the first 3.
I probably might have said after the first one, to be fair.
She says that she puts the BFFs on the map. She takes the sign with her face on, and she says, "We won't need this anymore. I'm back." She leaves, and they laugh. Charlotte says that's what she thinks. Oh, she's a mischievous little bitch.
Oh, she is.
Oh, she's a mischievous little
exactly
cow.
like her father.
Oh, yes. Look, everyone, it's Tyler. Tyler Breeze, the new #1 contender for the NXT title, makes his way down to the ring. Breeze has this entrance on lock. The camera zooms in just as he mouths the end of his lyrics.
Hello, everyone. It's time for your weekly dose of the king of Cuteville, the definition of delish, and your new #1 contender. At NXT Takeover, I did exactly that. I took over. When I beat Seth Rogen's less good-looking brother, Sami Zayn, and now I'm on my way to the NXT Championship.
This is incredibly rude of the NXT universe here. Let the dear boy speak.
As I was saying, I'm on my way to the NXT Championship, a title that is so pristine that it should only be worn by someone who's gorgeous. That's me. But now, I'm actually in control because I get to choose when I want that match. And until then, I'm gonna keep Adrian, the man that Maybelline forgot, Neville, on his toes. Because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is a very special night. NXT Universe, feast your eyes on the 3-time MTV Euro award-winning music video, My Music Video.
All right, let's take you out to the studio and show you where you're gonna do your vocals.
You mean where I'll perform the magic? God. All right, I'm ready when you are. I'm ready. Tyler, we love you. Over here. Look, everyone, it's Tyler. Is it my eyes when you look at me? They are so gorgeous, they'll set you free. Could it be my walk or just my stare that makes you freeze when I appear? Super good looking, every hair in place. Everyone loves this gorgeous face. You can't deny my beauty shot on everything that you are not. Part man, but all model. Am I what you want? Am I who you follow? Don't try and fight it, you can't deny. This is perfection, personified. Piercing eyes and a chiseled jaw, molded by the gods without a flaw. Can you feel the presence of greatness near? This hair, this look, Prince Pretty's here. Super good looking, every hair in place. Everyone loves this gorgeous face. You can't deny my beauty shot on everything that you are not. Those lyrics are genius. Genius. I wrote it.
I've got it as my ringtone already.
Oh my God.
I have. It's absolutely wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, I gotta find that thing on iTunes or something.
I've already got it.
Give it to me.
Let me have it first. Oh, I listen to it at least 7 times a day.
He calls Adrian Neville the man that Maybelline forgot. And he says this music video is a 3-time MTV Euros Music Award winner. Dedicated to all of my fans, even the Uggos. That's you, Adam.
Wow.
Amazingly, he keeps saying gorgeous under his breath. Do you know what? This fucking absolutely made me howl.
This was great.
Because he's standing up to the mic and he's sort of like getting ready to like sing, isn't he? And he's sort of, instead of warming his voice going, he just keeps going, gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's really funny. It's the way he does it is just really funny.
He's got this character locked down. It's so good.
It's so brilliant. He's in the studio having a sing-song on his own, and then he's having a little photo shoot. This man is like Erling Haaland if he was a fucking supermodel.
Yeah, pretty much.
At the end as well, it's hilarious because he says, yeah, these lyrics are genius, and the guy goes, yeah, they are, and then he just goes, I wrote them. Regal says that he's got it as his ringtone. As everyone chants, that was gorgeous. Whoever else is on commentary also says, please send it to me straight away. Breeze is on the verge of tears in the ring. Amazingly, they run the credits and it has all of his credits in the name. So it says like hair Tyler Breeze, makeup Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, the whole thing is fantastic.
There's a classic Stone Cold Steve Austin VHS from years ago where they do the same thing. All the credits have Stone Cold Steve Austin on them, but except hair, which says I'm bald jackass.
Oh my god.
It's phenomenal stuff, it really is.
This is great. This is just fantastic. Go back and watch this. Hopefully you're watching with us on this timeline. It's so good.
At this point, this is where I'm starting to really remember and really enjoy things and people. And I'm really excited for you to fall in love with people that I know you wouldn't have seen or that have gone by the time that sort of you started watching and that I really love. And that really, really excites me because there's so many good people at the moment who are about to just sort of come in and do really good stuff. So it is quite exciting for me. They show an excellent music video for Bo's leaving of NXT, which I uploaded onto our YouTube page. So if you want to watch it, go and find it on YouTube and give it a watch. The link is on our Twitter page. I have tweeted it out.
We get an awkward Legends House promo as well.
Yeah. I think Pat Patterson comes out as gay, even though I'm pretty sure he's been outed as gay for years. That's why Pat Patterson's going, I just want to be myself.
Ah, okay. Wasn't he involved in, there was, what was it? It weren't in the 90s, it was fucking before that. There was like a controversy and he got banded in with that. He got sacked for it and then, to do with the Ring Boys.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but it does sound familiar. He is one of Vince's main guys, though. Yeah. So whatever it was,
he was banded in because of his sexuality. So it was known before then, and then he was sacked and then reinstated.
Yeah.
So it's been known for a long time then.
Oh, he's been gay he's been outed as gay for a long, long time. Can we just go back to this music video of Bo's leaving of NXT?
Yeah.
I did upload it, but.
It's fantastic.
It's so funny. Go on, Adam, walk us through it.
I haven't got enough notes on it to walk you through the whole thing. It's just a recap of there's uplifting music, there's Bo talking about giving cookies out, and then just a little bit of a recap about his championship reign. It's all really good, and then obviously him losing and becoming an insufferable motherfucker, basically. It's how all snivelling heels should be.
Go.
Should really be. I've never seen a heel quite like him. It's bizarre for me.
As a character, he's very self-aware, I feel like.
I love it though.
It's very good.
There's no barometer for this because we keep saying that we like people and then we really like people and we hate them and then they come back. It's just week by week what we find.
I think it just depends how good you are, and in this, it's just bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what I find most, I suppose, hilarious about this is where he just says things like, now, I don't normally use language like this, but you all need to know, you all stink. And the crowd is just finds it hilarious. It's so funny.
They show recaps of him leaving. How many times has he come back out?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm going to call security, you need to leave. No, you leave.
And then he comes back, he's like, I'm going to phone the real police. And then he comes back, the real police aren't coming, but I'm going to get someone. Very good.
Yeah, I feel like, even though the crowd are shouting, you leave, I feel like at the same time they probably do appreciate.
Oh, yeah. I think you can't help but find it hilarious, because he's clearly done that as a self-aware character, knowing that it's going to amp the crowd up, and actually does a brilliant job. Next, Justin Gabriel comes out for the main event to some dubstep with horrible trunks. Neville is out next to what concerningly is silence.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
It's a bit odd.
Did you see what this match was advertised as?
As a no DQ match.
A no DQ title match.
Yeah.
And then it's neither of those.
Well, I think it is a no DQ match, but they don't wrestle in a no DQ style.
No, because at one point the fucking referee they go out the ring and the referee starts a count. There we go. He starts a count and I'm thinking, well, why is he bothering starting a count? What a fucking stupid match to have.
Well, that's actually not a disqualification, it's a count out, so...
Yeah, but it's a DQ by count out.
No, it's a count out.
But you can get DQ by count out. If it's no DQ, then it weren't even a title match. It weren't what was advertised. It was completely fucking stupid.
I don't understand why Justin Gabriel was also in this position either. It's just weird. It's just weird in general. Why is he in this position?
I get just having come and say, we're going to have him have a match. Wicked. That's fine. I
know,
haven't got an issue with that. Just come down and have a match with Neville. Why then stick him in a title match and then give him a stipulation? Because usually that's saved for a feud.
Oh, do you know what? It really annoyed me as well because they ended up doing fucking... when they were like, it's Justin Gabriel. And I just thought, why?
You're trying to sell him?
Why?
It was like, you're trying to sell us Justin Gabriel. We know he's a visitor, to NXT. He's not going to fucking win.
I know. What did you think of this, Adam? The pace is good, and they do work hard to get the crowd on side. It's probably Gabriel's best showing to date on this podcast.
I'd agree with that, definitely. I think it's just the whole bit at the start just sort of spoilt it a little bit for me. But they do end up having a really solid TV match.
They do. They beat each other up as well.
Yeah.
At the end, Gabriel misses a 450, and Neville lays him out and gets the red arrow for the pin. Not much of a no DQ match, but it's certainly a good old scrap. Enjoyable.
Yeah.
After the celebrations and replays, Tyson Kidd emerges. He looks conflicted, would you say?
Definitely. There's a bit of a character change there.
He has the mic and says the truth is, he deserves the people booing him. He says he feels foolish for the way that he's reacted to his loss. At Takeover, they went to war and he shouldn't have blew him off. He's sorry and says man to man, one more chance for the NXT title. Extending his hand, he waits for an answer. Neville peels the mic from his hand and says one more time for the NXT title, you're on. They shake hands, Kidd claps him and leaves, and we're booked in for a rematch next week. Okay.
You don't sound too happy about that.
It's just, it's just a bit strange. It just seems to have been, I don't know. He's just had an NXT title match against, supposed NXT title match. It's just weird.
Did you want a full turn then?
Yeah, I think there's still time left, isn't there, for a proper character change. But I mean, not the end of the world. The match will be good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So next week, June the 12th, 2014, episode 102. Once again, Full Sail University. They show a remixed version of the opening package from last week as Renee, Rich and Alex are all on commentary. Bailey is here. She enters. We see replays of the return of Summer Rae last week. Summer is out to team with her, peeling herself slowly into the ring, and they are joined by the current WWE Divas champion, Paige.
Who the ring announcer says Norwich wrong incorrectly again.
Yes, she says Norwich. We know.
Yes, it's disgusting. Speaking of Norwich, I hope we sign Cantwell.
I don't think he's rated. Nah.
Do you not rate him?
Nah.
See, I do.
A championship club's happy to let him go. Well, that says it all. The BFFs are out next. The tension rises as Summer and Charlotte basically fight for the spotlight. Summer left when she was the leader. However, the leader dynamic clearly falls on Charlotte. What do they do from here? And Alex brilliantly compares it to Motley Crue getting back together in the 90s.
I thought you would love this reference.
I do. Emery's worked over for a long while. The thing I loved about this match, Adam, is that they managed to isolate Emma whilst all arguing and not paying attention to the ring.
Yeah, there was two stories going on here. You had the story of the match, but then them just bickering. It's great because Summer obviously fucks off at one point and starts taking selfies.
Taking fucking photos of people at ringside. It's so weird.
It's great. It's like the dynamic.
Well, she is Hollywood, I suppose.
Well, yeah, she's been a star of the Marine 4. That
is true. Alongside who? Who else was in the Marine 4, Adam?
You really want to find this out now, don't you?
Who else was in the Marine 4? Marine 4, Moving Target.
Moving Target.
The Marine 4 Moving Target
Was it Cena in this one?
is an American action film starring Mike the Miz Mizanin and Summer Rae. The film was directed by William Kaufman and is the fourth instalment in the Marine film series, and second to include Mizanin. The film was released digitally on April the 10th, 2015, and released in direct to DVD and Blu-ray on April the 21st, 2015. Well, who else is in this film, I wonder?
Anyone we know?
No one you've ever heard of.
Probably not.
No one I've ever heard of either. Do you know what the budget was?
Probably big.
Know what the budget was?
I don't know anything about film budgets, to be fair.
$1.95 million.
They spent nearly $2 million.
That is a low budget for a film.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a low budget
So
for a
why
film.
do they do these films?
Like, straight to DVD.
But saying that, like, look at Cena. Like, he did 4 of them, and look at the sort of films he's doing now.
Yeah, I suppose.
So,
do you want to know the plot?
Can we save it for a podcast?
Plotcast.
A movie spin-off podcast where we just look at shit films that have had just happen to have wrestlers in.
So
we're going to have a lot of Fast and Furious films, Dave.
We're fucking not. I'm telling you now.
Refuses to watch them.
We'll watch The Leprechaun starring Kane and Hornswoggle. I'm not watching fucking those. Oh my god. Yeah, this is...
Get to watch Moana. It's got The Rock in. There
True.
we go.
The film Marine 5 Battleground was announced after this film, with Mizanin reprising his role of Jake Carter. The cast features Mizanin's wife, Maurice, Heath Slater, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, and Naomi.
Oh,
can we watch that one? It sounds fucking amazing. It's got Bo Dallas in it. Yes! Let's watch it now. It sounds so good. Oh, the poster for it is amazing. Fuck off, the poster for it is so good.
I've rarely heard this much joy in Dave's voice.
Look at the poster.
Fuck off.
It looks so good.
Oh, mate.
1 Marine, 2 gangs, 1 long night.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yes. Fucking please. Hold on a minute, player. Is there another one after this?
There's like 8 of them.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's...
Oh my fucking god, we've got to watch the Marine 6! It's got fucking Becky Lynch and Shawn Michaels in! Amazing!
Oh, Dave. Fucking hell.
Oh my fucking god. Mate, we've got to watch that. It's got fucking Shawn Michaels in.
What would Shawn Michaels subject himself? Becky Lynch is in that.
Becky Lynch is in... Oh my god, it's edited by Chuck Norris! It's not the Chuck Norris, but even so. Oh my god. What a fucking series of film. Right, we're going back and looking at the first 3. We might have missed something really good.
Probably not.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. The first one had a $24 million budget.
What?
Oh my god.
The first one had a $24 million budget.
Oh my god, the first one had $24 million. Oh my god.
By the time they got to number 4, they're like, fuck that, and it's $2 million.
By the time they got to number 6, it didn't even say the budget on the Wikipedia. How can you have $24 million budgeted? It was produced by Vince McMahon. Oh my god. How? Oh my god, I would love to see Vince, like, produce a movie like this. Oh, it's edited by Charles Norris, but they've shortened it to Chuck Norris.
Oh, what dickheads.
Oh, that is so good. Oh my fucking god.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Oh wait, no, it might altogether they had $24 million worth of budgets. Okay.
What between all the films?
Oh my god, the first poster. The first poster has got Cena.
Show me
It's got 2 pictures of Cena. But the one behind him, his body, he's in like a big marine hat, and his head looks so small. He looks like fucking one of the mushrooms from Mario in that fucking hat. What is he doing? Oh my god, right. To be fair, this had a $15 million budget. It made $7.2 million, this film, for the company.
But they spent $15 million making it.
Yeah, but it brought in $22 million.
Oh, okay.
So, that's pretty good. So who else is in this then? Kelly Carlson, Robert Patrick.
This is just fucking mad. I can tell we've not done like a
proper... my fucking god. No.
No, go on.
No. The Marine was originally written with Al Pacino in mind for the part of the criminal.
Who did they get as the criminal?
Not Al Pacino! Oh my god. It was originally written with Al Pacino in mind for the criminal and Stone Cold Steve Austin as the hero. After Austin and WWE parted ways in 2004, Randy Orton was set to be the main character. Orton turned down the role because of his bad conduct discharge from the Marines in the late 90s, being replaced by John Cena. Pacino turned down the role of Rome, being due to the low salary. After Pacino turned it down, Ray Liotta was considered for the role, but Robert Patrick got it instead. I don't know who Robert Patrick is, but I'm sure he's no Al Pacino.
Fuck me.
Oh my fucking god. That is one of the funniest things I think I've ever heard in my life. WWE writing a film wanting Al Pacino to be in it and then offering him a dog shit salary. Oh my fucking lord. Cena was approached by Vince McMahon to do the movie and he accepted for outside fame. On making the movie, he said, "I enjoy the business plan, but not the experience." Ouch.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
WWE should not be making movies.
Oh my fucking god, no way.
This podcast has taken a turn this week. I
don't
know whether
my
it's a
god.
good thing or a bad thing. I'll be honest.
It holds 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, averaging 4 out of 10. With the general consensus stating the film is overblown in every possible way. It's either so bad it's good, or just really, really bad. Oh no.
God. It's a Vince McMahon creation, mate. What do we expect?
Yeah, true.
It's not going to be, fucking Gladiator or anything like that.
So the Marine 2 then came out, and the Marine 2 had Ted DiBiase Jr. in it. I shit you not. With a budget of $1.5 million. Oh my gosh.
So what was the budget for the first one?
$15 million.
So they went from 15...
A tenth of the budget.
A tenth of the budget for the second one.
WWE wrestler and real-life former Marine Randy Orton was set to play the lead role. However, he had to decline this time due to breaking his collarbone.
Eventually, he'll get one of those Marine films. Maybe towards the end of his career.
Oh my fucking god almighty. The sequel, The Marine 3, was released on March the 5th, 2013. It stars WWE wrestler Mike the Miz Mizanin. Randy Orton was initially cast in the lead role. However, due to previous negative association with the Marine Corps, he was replaced by The Miz. Well,
but he was stopped from doing that the first time round, so why did he keep bringing it back to him?
No, I don't understand.
Dave, we need to save this for a podcast.
Oh,
we need to have a fucking Marine podcast.
We can just take it out.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking this out. This is gold. I say this is gold. I think saying this is gold probably
right. Let us know if you listen to this podcast regularly. Would you like us to review?
Yes.
Should we start up a Patreon? Then we could do all sorts of stuff, all sorts of nonsense, can't we? If you like nonsense and you're a fan of us talking about nonsense, let us know if you'd like to see a Patreon.
Actually, yeah, message us if you want to see a Patreon. Because I feel like some of this stuff we're definitely going to need to get paid to do.
I'm sorry, the Marine 3 Homefront gained mixed reviews from critics, and a review from famed movie website ProWrestlingTorch.com stated, although the Marine 3 is not a good movie and the Miz is miscast in the lead role, he did show some chops as an actor here, and could definitely play a supporting role in a future release and not seem out of place. Unfortunately, much like his current role in WWE, the Miz is completely out of his element in the Marine 3.
What year was this?
Oh, it cuts So deep.
What year was this?
2013.
2013.
Another review
When
from
was he champion
theactionelite.com
2012
states,
was it?
Hey?
When was he champion? 2012?
No.
Or 2011?
WrestleMania 27.
2011?
So 2010?
I feel like 2010, 2011.
2010, I think. Another review from theactionelite.com states, The Miz is actually very good and an entertaining action star. I am surprised and impressed with his performance. The action is more grounded in reality than the original. The fights are brutal and fun to watch. If you need a nice change of pace, you'll definitely enjoy the Marine 3. It's a very fast-paced piece of action cinema that will get you pumped. Maybe not all hope is lost.
Maybe not.
Maybe not all hope is lost, sir. Bayley is in and she goes off. Lovely throw for a broken up 2 count, but Paige is in to brawl with Sasha.
Yeah, we are back onto the match, by the way. We stopped talking about the Marine.
No, we'll just carry on. That's a snippet, though. We haven't had a snippet in a while. That's a snippet.
Yeah, I'll definitely plug that in.
Left in the ring are Charlotte and Bayley, but Bayley kicks out of Charlotte's web. Charlotte kicks Summer to the outside as she lays on the mat hurt, and Bayley rolls up Charlotte for the 3. Charlotte and Summer are at each other, but Sasha clearly chooses her side and goes with Charlotte. Lots of development here, Adam. Give me your thoughts on the way that these 6 women have been highlighted, especially in the past 2 episodes.
I'm trying to gather my thoughts together because I'm still hyped up on the Marine, I'll be honest.
Right, okay. Well, this one features the lead actor in the Marine 4.
Actress or actor?
Actress. Features Summer Rae, mate. She's the lead actress in the Marine 4.
Exactly. I just like the dynamic between the BFFs, to be honest. I think it's the main storyline. It's almost like the match is a secondary thing. We're just waiting to see what the blow-off is between the 3 of them. Because you almost can see the face turn is going to turn it around just due to shit that's happening on between the other 3.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. There seems to be a lot of bullshit going on in this match, but they seem to have tried to get in, I suppose, in a rhythm of trying to put Charlotte and Sasha definitely being aligned going forward. I don't know whether that's going to be a mistake, because it feels like Sasha's on the verge of doing her own thing as well.
I feel like this was the time to split them, though. Especially after the tournament, where Charlotte pretty much cost Sasha her opportunity.
Yeah, it seems like a weird one. It almost feels like someone's been shoehorned in here and they've just had to desperately plug something together.
Yeah.
But who knows what they're going to do going forward, really. JBL gives a masked luchador his chance in NXT with a brand new contract. The luchador says he believes he can make a big splash in NXT.
Who is this Lucha, Dave? I'm not quite sure. He's not recognisable.
He was really, really good. He was in AAA at CMLL. His name is Mr. NXT.
His name's Mr. NXT?
Mr. NXT.
But he wrestled in AAA?
In the 1980s, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's been going for a while.
Okay.
He won a gold medal at the Sydney Olympics as well for Mexico.
Oh, okay.
On the wrestling team. No one's ever seen his face, though.
I can't remember that, though, to be honest.
You not remember?
No. It doesn't strike a memory at all.
You were young when it was the Sydney Olympics, though.
Yeah, true.
My dad's got a T-shirt.
Yeah. Voice is recognisable.
Do you think so?
Yeah, he sounds like someone. I can't quite believe who it is.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a weird one.
Good job, Summer.
No wonder.
Good job
Taking
selfies with the fans.
Are you kidding me? I was on the floor. I don't even know how this happened.
You didn't even pay attention.
Did you see the aftermath? No, because
we lost.
Whatever.
Excuse me. Who do you think you are? This is our locker room. Shoo.
Look, I'm not looking for a friendship or even a fight.
Never be friends with her.
Well, what about a match?
Do you not know who you're talking to, sweetheart?
So it's a yes? Great.
Breathe.
How old is she? Please. I would mop the floor with her.
Babe, just don't even.
I loved about this promo. Alexa says, "I'm not looking for a fight, but do you want a match?" Ooh, wrestling is tough. Oh, you're so tough.
Because that's what you're going to do when you're on your own. Approach 3 people who could basically beat you up and like, do you want to fight? Yeah. Okay, mate.
On a night out when you're outside on your own. Does anybody want a fag or should they eat a mugged? The BFFs are definitely on the verge of imploding, it seems. Sasha can't be held back much longer.
No.
Big Cass is out for action whilst we have Parker parading around ringside again. Cass is very over. When Enzo comes back, you'd expect them to really start flying.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's just really good.
They're facing Sylvester Lafort, accompanied by Marcus Louis. Both men in great condition. Lafort is being shown as a wrestler going forward, it seems.
Sylvester's music is brilliant. It's like French. And then he's like, my name is, like, literally his music's playing in the background and he gets in and I heard like my name is Sylvester, and I thought, I was just thinking, he's not even speaking, it's part of his, he's doing his own lyrics like Tyler Breeze, mate.
He's doing his own ad-libs, mate.
He is the fucking man. The Fighting Legionnaires are here.
They are. They're back, new and improved Fighting Legionnaires.
Both French.
Yes, both French this time. Marcus Louis is not actually French.
No, I didn't think he would be.
A tip to the cap, you might not know.
But
USA chants and Cass starts off aggressively, but Lafort takes control. It is a short match overall, but Cass fires back and manages to get the win. Marcus Louis is also very tall, which seems like a good match for Cass and the Enzo tag team. It's a fine match with good action.
We are told that Sylvester plays the game of life and has a high score, apparently. Renee has been invited to Monte Carlo.
Oh, fuck off.
Apparently so. Renee's been invited to Monte Carlo and the Cannes Film Festival, mate. Literally, like, how many more French references can we fit in?
When she said he's been invited to the Cannes Film Festival with him, I was literally like, nah, fam, this is the best. I like this. Even though things are shorter at the moment, the matches are good pieces of action that don't overstay their welcome, and they make the longer matches seem special, as opposed to having a really long main event every single week and them being dead boring.
It's just nice to have a variety of things to watch.
A variety of people. Yeah, absolutely.
Different characters.
I'm certainly looking forward to so many people now, week to week. The show's filled with people I really, really enjoy.
Yeah, rather than just a couple.
Yeah. Backstage, Kidd says he doesn't want Natalya out there with him in no uncertain terms without actually saying it. I don't know.
I never like these angles.
Yeah,
I just don't. I feel a bit uncomfortable because, you know, they're married in real life.
Yeah, they're still married in real life.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a bit like, you know, fucking okay, calm that.
Yeah. Also backstage, Aiden English is singing to himself. A man comes up with a wild moustache. He puzzles English with a big smile. The man doesn't talk, but he does pick up a huge piece of metal. His strength stuns English. This is the start of something very fun.
I'm sure it is. It's like you're doing like an old school guy like doing calisthenics. It's really like
absolutely.
Do we say the name or do we leave that for another week?
Do you know who it is?
I do know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Simon Gotch.
It's Simon Gotch. Simon Gotch has shown up and seems like he's applying to be a tag team partner with Aiden English.
Just a question, Dave.
Go
Have you ever watched Simon Gotch buries Enzo Amore?
Oh, on YouTube? Do you know what? I've never been recommended it.
No, never.
No.
Never once. Never once.
Oh, it's good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, Sami Zayn is out for action against Mr. NXT, the new Mexican sensation. He shares a lot of similarities with someone, Adam, but myself, you, and commentary will struggle to think who this mysterious masked man could be.
I think Renee's the only one who has an idea.
The action is good and the mysterious man gets Sami up in an electric chair position. He throws Zayn forward, but Zayn takes the mask off as he falls down to the mat. It's bloody Bo Dallas!
He's snuck in!
Bo brilliantly covers himself as if he's naked after his mask comes off. It's literally covering his bits like... It's very funny.
Renee's like brilliant in this as well.
Yeah, she's so good.
She's like trying to put over it's Bo Dallas throughout the whole time, and Alex Riley's like, oh, it can't be, it definitely isn't. She's like, I know what the torso of the longest reigning NXT champion looks like. I've seen him for nearly 2 years.
It's brilliant though, because he goes, how would I know what his body looks like? She's like, he's not wearing a shirt! And he's like, nah, never seen his body before in my life. Oh. Never. Absolutely hilarious.
Haluva kick and a free.
Yes, Zayn throws the mask at him to distract him, and as he catches it, he catches a haluva kick to the head. Zayn goes backstage saying he'll be back, and he returns with security to remove Mr. Dallas. The fans go wild, chanting goodbye as Zayn dances on the stage. Bo brilliantly folds his arms and says, I'm not leaving, before running back and forth to avoid them as he's caught at long last. This is exactly how everyone should leave when they are a heel, as Adam said earlier.
This is fucking great.
Alex brilliantly says this is pre-botality.
Oh, I popped so much for that line. Sorry, it's just him clinging onto the ring post. He's like, no!
And he crawls through the guy's legs as well. He's so good. He manages to get a microphone in his hand as he's being torn away from the arena, screaming, "I'm being kidnapped, somebody help me." And then after, he says, "Someone get this man, he touched my bum."
He screams it. Oh, insert that here.
Oh, you can put that there, 100%.
Spray for bed bugs too, maybe.
Give me a microphone! No. Come on, Bill. Help me! They're trying to kidnap me! Don't let them take me! Stop! They're kidnapping me! This is illegal! He touched my bum! Help! Help! Don't let him do this to me! She's a believer! No! Help! 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 I'm Bo Dallas! I'm your champion! Okay. I'll go quiet.
He says he is the champion and he shouldn't be treated like this, before screaming, "I want some water," and then, "I'll go quietly." He pleads to go quietly, but escapes and then runs outside, but is apprehended again. Utterly fantastic. I cannot stress how much I loved this.
This whole thing is just fantastic.
It is so good. He gets interrupted for an advert about Alberto Del Rio asking Kane if he's an angry giant. Then the Big Show, and then Hornswoggle. Alberto Del Rio tells us to be a good father. Maybe next week we'll get an advert promoting beating women.
Possibly, yeah.
If Alberto's in it, God only knows. They leave with Bo in a large golf cart. That was brilliant. He's been absolutely fantastic leaving this brand.
Yeah.
He's
just
on
take a
another
moment,
level.
just we'll have that now.
Sensational stuff. Oh, back on the focus track. Neville and Kidd are out for our main event for the NXT title, with Natalya accompanying the challenger. Early, we get a lot of grappling back and forth before the pace quickens ever so slightly, and Kidd is the recipient of the Fosbury flop. We cut to commercial. There's an advert for Batista, the Animal Unleashed Blu-ray. We should review it, Adam. Another one for the Patreon. Oh yeah! Ooh! Sweet acoustic version of his theme. Do 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 do. I'll walk for miles inside this pit of danger. Very good.
A place where no one follows me, I walk alone.
Mate.
Why are there Yoshitatsu chants?
Because this crowd sucks. That is why.
Okay.
There has to be no other reason. Back from commercial, there's just lots of boring... There's like 10 minutes of just headlocks and chin locks and submissions. And
there's a few nice bits in there, you know. Neville does a really nice standing shooting star press.
That's after all of that stuff, though.
Oh,
there's a big chunk, isn't there, where there's nothing. I just didn't enjoy this match until
I did, though.
Later on in the point. Yeah, for me, it was just all too slow. It does pick up as we do go back and forth. A nice enziguri and standing moonsault, as Adam says, for a 2. Head kick blocked by Kidd, and then he lands one of his own. That was beautiful. Shotgun drop kick with Neville between the ropes. He dangles forward as Kidd hits a front flip leg drop whilst Neville is draped on the ropes. The referee counts 3, and we have a No, the referee calls it off after seeing Neville's foot, correctly, may I add, on the ropes. Kidd is frustrated, but Natalya tells him it was the right call. Kidd puts Neville into the Tree of Woe and hits him with big corner kicks. He retreats across the ring and runs in for a missile dropkick, and Neville crumples to the mat. Kidd questions the decision again to the referee, but does continue his good work. He turns Neville over into the sharpshooter, sending Natty a little look as he does it, and Neville writhes in pain. He fights for the ropes and reaches dramatically to break the submission. Kidd questions to himself what he has to do to be victorious, as Natty cheers him on to finish it. Kidd nearly gets caught with a small package for a 2, but runs into the corner and Neville moves out of the way, kicks him in the back of the head. Kidd is out and Neville goes to the Red Arrow, but Kidd manages to get up and kick the ropes, sending Neville flying to the floor. Kidd hits a top rope blockbuster for a 2, then a beautiful springboard elbow for another 2. Outstanding wrestling as the crowd grows into this rapidly. Kidd is perplexed at the resilience, but goes outside to get a chair. Commentary screams no, and Natalya takes the chair, saying that's not how we win. Neville hits a super kick, climbs the ropes, and hits the red arrow. It's a 3, and he retains, but what next for Tyson Kidd and wife Natalya? Neville has a busted nose as they question the same as us. What is next for Tyson Kidd? Natalya climbs into the ring to support her husband, who is crushed by the loss. We get replays of earlier and the contentious call to end, as well as the sharpshooter, blockbuster, and the red arrow. For the pin, Kidd grabs the leg of Neville in a secret sign to just say, great match. They killed it after a slow start. Adam, give me your thoughts on this, because I know this is one match I think you'd have really enjoyed.
I enjoyed the whole build, even the false finish, because, you know, we had it, I say a few podcasts ago.
It gives Kidd an out, because he has pinned him. Even though his legs are on the rope, he has pinned him.
Yeah.
So he can stay in the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Remember weeks and weeks ago we had Bo Dallas versus Sami Zayn, and they did a similar thing where it was like a false finish.
Yeah.
And you just knew from them, because of the way Bo is as a heel, or was as a heel, that, you know, that match was going to go to Bo at some point.
Mm.
Whereas this, you still had that bit of tension. He has legitimately pinned him. And the fact they sort of both put each over at the same time and they work well together.
Yeah.
It was just great. I liked all of the match. I mean, I sort of get a bit like when you get like 20-minute matches, because they can go one way or the other.
It can be a bit sluggish at points. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Whereas this was actually quite good throughout for me.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
You just not so much.
I just thought, to a point, it was a bit slow. But, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, it's just one of those things. It can be... it could be a build-up for the story, but at the same time, I don't think it particularly needed it as such. But
no, but
it was still very good.
I don't mind the story continuing, though.
No, for sure. I feel like it's still got legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still got legs.
100%.
So, with that, we've reached the end of our 2 episodes. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited for the next 2 episodes, and I'll tell you why as I run down what's to come next week. But give me your thoughts, Adam, on Star of the Show. Who did you... Do
you know what? I forgot about this.
Well, who did you feel really impressed by?
I forgot about this. You're gonna have to pick... No, actually, no. Regal.
Okay.
Regal's my Star of the Show.
Okay.
I thought, well, I know he was only in the first episode, but he was brilliant throughout that first episode.
Yeah.
Very engaging. You know, very entertaining. Added where he needed, you know, to give key information about, like, holds as he usually does. It's just fantastic. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like there's no other appropriate choice for this week, considering it was officially he's been released.
Yeah. It has to be Mr. NXT, Bo Dallas, for me. That... I honestly don't think I've laughed at anything as much as I laughed at that. I just thought he was brilliant, top to bottom. He was just excellent in absolutely everything that he did. And I feel like, actually, it doesn't get much better than that as a heel, especially a smarmy heel.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Did you forget that was in there?
Forget what was in there?
That whole section.
What do you mean, did I forget?
No, because you've, like, watched this before, obviously. You've watched this time.
Oh, I did.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
I don't remember that bit at all.
Okay.
But I remember the first bit, but I don't remember like this bit. But I remember him being outside. I don't remember everything that led up to being outside. I remember him being outside, and it was very funny. I enjoyed it so much. You can find us on social media, and just before we go on social media, please leave us a review. Reviews really help, and if you could spare a second to leave us a review. Tell us your thoughts and opinions on the show. We'd really, really appreciate it. But for social media, you can find us facebook.com/NXTBTTF, on Twitter @NXTBTTF. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We're on all of these things. If you find us NXTBTTF, or just Google NXT Back to the Future podcast. All of our links are on our link tree on our Twitter. So one handy place for you to find absolutely everything that we can offer you as a duo. So, join us next week. You are going to love the next 2 episodes. I absolutely know you are. You can join us next week for Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. Big Cass is in action. Kalisto faces Tyler Breeze. Ooh. We get some very exciting tag teams, including the debut of the Vaughn Villains.
Ooh.
The Vaughn Villains being...
Simon Gotch and Aidan English.
The fallout from the NXT title match. Rob Van Dam is down and he wants Adrian Neville in a David Simmons dream match.
Fuck me.
But for now, from me, Dave.
Me, Adam.
We are out of here. Adam, let's go.
Bye.